Hi and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to any new people I may have viewing this video. So it was voted for on Instagram that for this YouTube video I was going to do a girl talk. So where do we really begin? So I've whittled it down to 11, which were kind of the best ones, but there were also ones that overlapped with other ones that were there as well. So the first one is, have you ever had a one night stand and what is your opinion on it? So 1, no, I've never had a one night stand, and 2, I mean, I don't have any objections to it. I wouldn't personally do it myself because I'd only really do stuff in a relationship, but if that's what you want to do and that's what you feel comfortable doing, then I think it's okay. But make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Don't just do it because it's like a spur of the moment thing, because at the end of the day it's your body, like you need to look after it. You only get one body and you don't want to kind of ruin your image and ruin what you've worked for and things like that. So I would just say be careful with what you do and obviously stay safe. But we all know that. This is the one that I had quite a few of. Should a guy pay for the first date? Now, I'm a bit split on this one, because if you were the one as a girl that asks the guy on the first date, you shouldn't expect him to pay. In fact, you shouldn't expect him to pay whatsoever. If he does pay, an absolute bonus. But then at the same time, if he asks you on a first date, it is nice for him to pay. But I wouldn't say guys have to pay for a first date, because they don't. Like, that's not a thing. Yeah, okay, it might be a thing where it is just the norm for guys to pay for a date, but don't expect it. Don't go to a date thinking, oh, it's fine, I don't need any cash, he's going to pay for it. Obviously, be prepared if he doesn't, or he says, oh, do you want to split the bill? Because you don't know the position they're in. You don't know if they're able to pay for a first date, and you don't want to put pressure on them to think, oh, well, you haven't paid for my date, so what's this all about? But it is nice, obviously, but it was also nice for us girls to pay for things sometimes. So it's just about having that nice balance. And obviously, if it's a first date, you won't know about the future, but you don't just want to go in thinking, oh, he's a guy, he's going to pay for it, and then be off with him if he doesn't. Like, that's not okay. Like, just be respectful. If he doesn't pay for it, or he wants to half the bill, do it. It's not an issue. At the end of the day, you put yourself in that position to go on that date. So if he wants you to pay for it, or he wants you to pay half of it, that should be fine. But it's always nice to get a little bit spoiled by a guy on a first date. So yeah. So this next one was how to keep positive, and wow, you are so strong. So firstly, thank you very much. And secondly, how to keep positive. I mean, I'm Mrs. Negative in the corner, so here we go. I would say you've got to learn to love yourself first. If you want to be like positive about things, try and find a positive in any situation. So if something happens to you, try and find a positive about that situation. And I mean, obviously there's not going to be positives about every situation, but there's always good things that you can look at. Say, for example, there's been an accident or something's happened with me in the wheelchair. I could look at things in a negative way all the time and think, what is my life? This is awful. But if I did that, what would that mean for my life? How would that make me feel all the time if I was this negative Nancy in the corner, sat there crying about being in a wheelchair all the time? You just can't. You have to get on with it. And being positive keeps you healthy inside and outside, not just for people that are around you, for you. You've got to be positive for you. And yeah, people might say to you, oh, it's fine, stop complaining, but it's okay not to be okay. But that doesn't mean that you can't find a positive about a situation. So just try your best to find a positive. I mean, I do things that are good for your mind, that are good for your health. So it sounds stupid, but adult colouring books, I swear by, they give me so much kind of relaxation, and I come out of that feeling so much better. And it sounds stupid as well, but get up in the morning, make your bed. You've done one task in that day already just by getting out of bed, and that in itself you should feel good about. You've done it, and it's not a lot, but I've always been taught that By making your bed, you've completed a task. So look for something, even if it's the smallest of goals, and reach that goal, because by reaching that one goal, you're going to keep going up and reaching bigger goals. So that's a way to keep yourself positive, by just keeping on achieving stuff. So yeah, like that would be my advice on that one. My favourite influencer for body confidence. Oh my god, I love this question. It has to be Sarah Elizabeth. I will put her Instagram name right down here. But she is incredible. Every single day she's got stuff on about how positive she is about her body and how much she loves herself, and I just love it. The confidence and the buzz I get off watching her videos and watching her Instagram stories and looking at her Instagram posts is incredible. She has taught me so much about my body and about how to love yourself and about how to be positive. So head over to her Instagram. If you're ever feeling down, head over, and I'm sure something in her highlights will cheer you up. So my next one, so this is a bit similar to the other one. So it was, how do you gain self-confidence and how do you stay so positive? So to gain self-confidence, you have to be accepting of who you are and what you are. Like, you could spend all day upset about something that is completely irrelevant to your life, that's not you or not who you are, but it affects you in such a bad way. So I don't know, I think self-confidence comes in so many different shapes, forms, sizes, whatever, but you have to learn to love your own insecurities, and until you do that, you're not going to have that much self-confidence. And that was another question, that was the one underneath, how to deal with insecurities. You have to learn to love your own insecurities. I know I'm going to bring the wheelchair into it again, but I was so insecure about being in the wheelchair to start off with. I would never want to go out. Then I got my first job in retail, and it kind of gave me that bit of confidence to think, you know what, I can do this. And you've got to have that can-do attitude. If you've got a I can't do it attitude, then you're not going to be confident. You're not going to love yourself. You're not going to tackle those insecurities. And if your insecurities are things like spots, there's things that can be done. Don't think that you're on your own, because you're not. And I promise you're not on your own. Every single person has insecurities, and if they tell you they haven't, they're lying, so just don't believe them. But every single person has insecurities, so please, please, please tackle your insecurities yourself. Nobody else can take your insecurities away from you. You have to deal with them by yourself. And you know what? Remember, girls, every single person is beautiful, no matter what. Inside, outside, you are all beautiful. So please, please don't ever forget that. Keep that up in your head and think, if you're having a bad day, if you're feeling insecure about your weight, your height, anything, think about, you know what, I am beautiful and I can do this. Because if you think of that and you have that mindset all the time, you will not go wrong in life. Enough of that. Then, God, how to deal with heartbreak. We've all been there, girls. We've all had heartbreak. We've all had our hearts broken. Some people probably still have broken hearts. But there are ways around it. And you get the advice to get over someone else. Yeah, don't do that. It doesn't work. I'm not speaking from experience, because I never did. It took me a long, long time to get over some of my heartbreaks. But you've got to, again, start from the beginning. Learn from the beginning how you are as a person. And you know what? Let that heartbreak make you a better person. Let that boy, whatever, that broke your heart, realise what he's lost. And don't do it to be malicious. Don't obviously put it in his face that this is what I am now. But don't change yourself. Don't improve yourself just because someone else doesn't want you. Because I tell you what, girls, there will be someone out there waiting for you. So please, please, please do not change yourself if you have gone through a heartbreak with a specific guy. Because you know what? I can't say it because it's a YouTube video, but we all know what they really are. But anyway, so why is lockdown affecting people so much? I have cried like 5 times today, and it can't just be me. Girl, it is not just you. Please, please don't think that. Every single person is feeling emotional right now, whether that be because you're on your period, whether that be because of lockdown, whether that be just because you're feeling emotional. That's okay. You're allowed to feel emotional. And you know what? lockdown does affect people. You can't go outside, you can't see your friends, you can't socialise. They are two massive things within life. Seeing your friends and being able to socialise, and also seeing your family that obviously that you don't live with. It's such a challenging time for everyone. So please, girls, do not think you're alone. And I'll put my Instagram in my bio on YouTube. If anyone ever needs anything and you feel like you're alone, please just message me, because I can promise you now, you are not alone, and I will always be there for girls that need something. Or guys, that's fine. If anyone needs any support, please, please, please just message me. You are not alone in this time. But yeah, it's affecting us all. Don't worry, you're not alone, and I can promise you on that one. So, worst experiences with boys. Let me think about this one. So I've had a few, and I'm not going to go through them because I'm not going to do that to the people that I've been with, because it's not fair, because there's nothing there anymore between us, and I would never drag people's names through the dirt. I'm not that type of person. But everyone is going to go through bad experiences with boys, and I'm not going to lie to you and say that it's easy, because it's not. It is really, really difficult, and especially when you're there going through it firsthand, it is hard. And I'm not going to say to you, oh yeah, you'll be fine, you'll get over it. You probably won't, and it will probably change you. But you know what? Embrace it. Like, don't always take it as it's a bad thing. And I'm sorry, but if someone messes you about, never go back to them. Just don't do that to yourself. Have some respect for yourself, for your body, and just come out of a situation with your head held high. If someone treats you wrong, girls, boys, whatever, if someone treats you wrong, they do not deserve a place in your life. So please, please do not go back to someone, friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever, if they've hurt you, because it's not worth it. I'm not meaning like just doing something stupid. I'm meaning if they've broken your heart, if you've gone through a heartbreak, don't disrespect yourself by going back to them. Love yourself, love who you are, and just be you, girls, because you're all beautiful inside and out. However, that is the end of this video. I'm going to stop rambling on now. I hope some of the advice I've tried to give is actually helpful. But yeah, please, if you like it, give it a big thumbs up, and just put something in the comments if you do like it and what you'd like to see next. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all loved it.